Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Mark, and in this video, it's going to be a combination of basically what's happening with the energy releasing that's going on right now, as well as maybe some messages from my guides. We'll see what comes through. I'm making myself available for that. So if you have not already, please subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell. You'll be notified when I release a new video. So with this just these beautiful waves of energy coming in, there's so much happening. We've talked about this within our physical body, energy being released. Maybe we're being moved into some situations that don't feel so good that we have to work through. We're really being focused on these scenarios, okay, these situations. We're really becoming aware of the emotions that are tied to them. Now, within our sleeping state, our dream state, there's so much work being done. Maybe, you guys are getting up in the morning realizing that you've been working during the night. Maybe you don't really remember it. Some of you might remember some of your dreams. Maybe they're very active dreams. Maybe they're very um, chaotic dreams, or dreams that are very vivid, and there's a meaning behind it, but you don't know exactly what that is. It's just, there's just so much going on that you just know they're very relevant. Comment below if you've been experiencing that lately. So much happening. We're working around the clock 24/7, not only when we're awake, but when we're asleep. A lot of the times when we're dreaming, our subconscious mind, we're really trying to make sense of the energy. Okay. And that's what happens when we awaken from our sleep. We kind of get a replay of what was going on while we were in a sleep state, and our mind does its best to format it into a little bit of a story so that we could try to make sense of it. And it seems chaotic, and it'll utilize players that you have in your normal waking reality, players in your lives, people whatever it may be, to fit the pieces together and try to make sense, or a storyline of what's happening with this energy coming through. Now, don't spend too much time trying to analyze the dreams. If there's obvious things that come up during your dream state, great. You'll feel it. It's going to resonate with you. Just know that you're doing the work, and facilitate the process. I've had times where, I'll wake up in the morning, I'll be driving, and something external, maybe a street sign or a song or something, will trigger a dream, a remembrance of a dream that I had just the night before. And with that, meaning comes forward with it. So a lot of that kind of thing going on right now. Let that energy flow. Work with it. Focus on the emotions. If you wake up or have a dream, and it's a very emotional dream, and you remember that, focus on those emotions. Sit with those emotions and sit with that energy. It's coming up for you to release. So a lot of that happening right now. I'm actually seeing people online talking about dreams being very vivid, things like that. A lot of anxiety. And a lot of that energy is also being sorted out while we're sleeping. So you may get into some dreams where maybe there's a little bit of fear, a little bit of anxiety with that, scary, that kind of thing. So again, we want to sit with those emotions, not allow the mind to try to make sense of it. The mind does that by putting the dream together, and that, like I said, the players, that kind of thing. Don't try to go down the linear path and try to assign meaning to everything, because that limits us. Okay. Then we kind of get pigeonholed into something that maybe we expect is going to happen based on a dream we have. Just be present with those emotions, let them flow, and be available for whatever comes next. Okay. I had a vision, very strong vision. I did a video of it, 14/21, back at the end of 2020. Just came to me, and did some research on that, and realized it was from the Bible, Exodus, where the Red Sea was being parted. Okay. So I was kind of led to that through a series of synchronicities. And since then, the mind tries to want to figure out what that all meant. But within my personal life, I'm coming up on an extremely huge, gargantuan change in my life. And it's something that I didn't really expect to happen this year. I thought maybe it was going to happen next year. It's happening this year. I'm going to get into some of that in future videos, and kind of allow you guys into that process. It's a big life change for me. And I'm going to work through that. And I want to include you guys with that so you could learn how to just let things come, even though your mind is very scared. There's a lot of anxiety regarding an upcoming change. How do we allow ourselves to get centered, get anchored, and allow that to just flow? And some of the dreams I've been having recently are around the anxiety relating to that change that's upcoming. So I don't want to analyze it, but all I know deep within is that it validates for me that these emotions that are in the way of this energy flowing, I need to work with. And it's very validating. These dreams that I'm having are very validating to me, knowing that what's coming up in my life, this major life change, is something that's just part of my divine plan. I know that in my heart now. Maybe, months ago or a year ago, I felt this was coming, didn't know when though. Maybe I thought, my mind was wrestling with it. Do I do it? Do I not do it? Am I being crazy? Not, that kind of thing. So now I have a sense between the 1421 and the dreams I've been having recently and the feelings I've been having that I'm being moved. The universe is moving me in a direction. And what I need to work on is just releasing that resistance and allowing that energy to flow, so that I can be guided along my divine path. So I'm going to work with you guys. You guys are going to follow me along in that journey, starting in the next couple months. So, and we will work through that together, and you're going to be able to apply that to your life. Okay. When you're thinking about making big changes and things like that. So watch for that to unfold. But in the meantime, just work with the emotions that you have. If you're having vivid dreams, work with the emotions. If you're having situations externally with people, maybe you're encountering resistance. We talked about that in our last coaching session, about maybe, getting into situations that you just want to throw your hands up and be like, oh, why don't you understand my perspective? Okay. You're being shown something. You're being shown something you need to sit with. You need to ground. And you need to clear and heal, okay? Because that allows more of your divine self to ground and gives you an opportunity to be present with that energy, your highest potential possible. So we want to work with that now. Again, fully supported. Our guides, CTs, Star Family, however you want to term it, label it, are here supporting this. They're holding the space for us to be able to do this. We're kind of on a fast track now with the ascension process. That spiral staircase is kind of tightening. So we're going through these cycles faster and faster. Okay. So that's happening because of the frequency of the planet. It is rising and we are ready for it, guys. So we need to embrace that. And once you get to the point where you fully trust, and my guides they're telling me to bring forward trust. Because really that's the key. That's the key. When we could trust, we could have compassion, we could love, we could start to feel those high frequencies and allow the energy to flow. And we'll know that what we're moving towards in life is part of our divine path, because we're going to be able to trust that. That's really what they want us to do right now, is just trust what's happening. Don't get too caught up in the external, what you're seeing on the news, what you're being told from others who are living in fear. Get inside and feel deep down, your truth, and you could feel it, and you could get into alignment with your higher self and just sit back and become the observer of what's going on and allow that process to unfold. So I hope this video resonated with you guys. Leave a comment below if you're experiencing some of these dreams or these energetic shifts. I'd like to know what you guys are going through, and subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that like button if this video resonated. And if this situation with me, like I said, is huge, and I'm going to start bringing it forward for you guys. And you're going to actually get to see me kind of move through the process and work with my insecurities and the emotions that come up with me. And I will show you how I grow from that process, how I deal with the emotions, the anxiety and the fear and that kind of thing, because, we're all human, right? I feel these things as well. The difference is how we respond to it versus reacting to it. So a lot of cool stuff coming. If you know anybody that this video can help, please feel free to share it. I would greatly appreciate it. And until next time, love and light.